Hello guys, how's it going? It's Isaac here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be showing you some of my through the mail successes because that and sports related stuff is mainly what I'm going to post on here. So this first one is my most recent one. These will go from my most recent to my first ever through the mail success in chronological order. This first one is Mason McCreakin. He signed 3 of 1 in 24 days via his home. And no, I'm not going to share the addresses because most of the ones I used are very public, so you can find them. And if you can't find them, chances are they're behind a paywall. So yeah. Anyway, I sent him the green parallel. He did not have it, so he sent me 2 base cards instead. Thank you to Mr. Mason McCreakin. Next up is the through the mail legend himself, Pat Neshek. He signed 4 of 4 via his P.O. box, which you can literally message him on Instagram and he will give it to you. Very cool dude. Included a 2014 and 2017 MLB All-Star inscription on the photo, which is sweet. He also signed this Genter, which does require $5 for him to sign. It's the only card he charges to sign. Thank you, Pat. Really appreciate that. Next up is Mr. Ron Say. He signed 1 of 1 in 22 days. Oh, sorry. Neshek was in 23 days. Say was in 22. 4x6 photo, signed in blue, courtesy of his home in California. Believe it's his home. Anyway, nice photo of him. Came out perfectly. Next up is Ross Stripling. He signed 1 of 1 in 142 days, care of the Los Angeles Dodgers, which I actually got back in early October. He signed this 2016 Topps Update rookie, which came out really nice. Thank you, Ross. Next up is Will Clark of the San Francisco Giants. I sent him a 1989 Topps All-Star Game card, and he sent back this 1989 Donruss card. Signed in black. I'll take it. It's not the card I wanted, but it is what it is. Thank you, Will. 43 days, care of the San Francisco Giants. Next up is Raisel Iglesias, which that just happens to be my initials. He signed 2 of 2 in 27 days, care of the Cincinnati Reds, 1 2016 rookie, and 1 2018 Topps. Thank you, Raisel. That was care of the Cincinnati Reds. This next one is from Blake Snell, care of the Tampa Bay Rays, regular season. Signed this 2016 Topps Update rookie in blue, personalized to me. I believe he still signs through the mail, but like this one, he personalizes now. I don't have a problem with it. This was in 37 days. Thank you, Blake. This next one is, once again, the legend himself, Pat Neshek. He signed 2 of 2 in 22 days, care of the Philadelphia Phillies. And this one was the first through the mail I sent out to him. So I do have a fair amount of his cards signed now. Thank you, Pat. Next up is Danny Duffy, care of Kansas City Royals spring training. He signed 2 of 2 in 64 days. a 2012 and 2018 Topps. Thank you, Danny. Great return. Now, next up is Adam Haseley. Sent to, these are coming back into last year now. Adam Haseley signed a 2018 Topps Heritage Minors with the requested 2017 8th pick inscription in 65 days via his home. Thank you, Adam. Next is, we got a Blue Jay here, and as a Jays fan, this makes me happy. Ryan Barucki. He signed 1 of 2 in 38 days via his home in Illinois. I sent 2 of these cards here, the 2018 Heritage Minors. He sent one back in black, and I'm not upset with it. Thank you, Ryan. Next up, Nick Solak. He signed 1/1 in 30 days via his home in Illinois. And he personalizes his through the mails as well. So if you're sending to Nick Solak, to my knowledge, he personalizes when he signs. So if you're not a fan of personalization, you might want to stay away from that. But to me, I don't care. It's a cool card. Thank you, Nick. Second to last is Ryan Vilad, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. He signed 1 of 1 in 21 days via his home in Oklahoma. Okay, I think that's Oklahoma. Yeah, I believe so. Anyway, so I should probably get into more detail. He's a Rockies prospect. And he has this charity that he runs where he leaves like a note in requesting a donation to his charity. So I will for sure do that at some point when I get money. It's just kind of hard to get money and to give to somebody else when you barely have money yourself. And last but not least, Jaron Kendall. Now, I'm a huge fan of this kid. I really like this kid. Signed 1 of 1 in 35 days. This was my first ever through the mail success. I did not realize you needed a letter of request for this one, so I sent it without one. But it still came back. So thank you very much, Jaron. Apparently you don't need a letter of request. I would send one though. And I'm Canadian, so I'm sending all of these cross-border, so it's expensive for me to ship, so I only really send decent chances. There have been a few where obviously you don't get it back. That's the risk you play. But yeah, so these have been all of my through the mail successes as of right now. Right there.